Chapter 6. Learning Skills. Miss Sunita Seni is our drawing teacher. Once, she told us the significance of hands in our lives. We were confused. She invited a blacksmith, a potter, an architect, a dancer, a gardener, a mason, a cobbler, and a tabla player, etc. to school. Every day one person told us about his or her job and the tools that he or she used. Experiment. Our teacher made us do an interesting experiment. One person has made to sit behind a curtain. Only his or her hands were showing. The students had to feel the hands and guess the job of the person. On the first day, a girl of our class felt the hands of a person sitting behind the curtain and said,
"The hands are of a person who works very hard with heavy tools. The hands are strong with hard spots. There are black marks around the nails. This man must be a blacksmith."
She was right. The man was a blacksmith. Raja, the blacksmith. Raja was very happy to come to our school to interact with the children and to tell them about his craft. He belonged to village Loharan in Punjab. His father was a blacksmith in the village and made tools for the farmers and iron stands for keeping matkas, water pitcher. Raja's father taught him the art of smelting the iron on burning coal and beating it with a hammer to give it shape. His uncle brought him to Delhi. Now, Raja earns a living from his craft by making iron stands for pots, kadai, pan for cooking, hooks, and chimtas, tongs. Arjun, the potter. Arjun belongs to Khurja in Uttar Pradesh. He brought a potter's wheel to our school. He sat on the ground. He told us that he was only 3 years old when his father started teaching him the art of pottery. Today he can make pots of any shape and size. His diyas and lamps are in great demand during Diwali. Arjun rolled a lump of clay in his hands and put it in the center of the potter's wheel. He turned the wheel quickly with a stick. His hands were firm and flexible as he shaped out a beautiful flower pot. It took only 5 minutes for the pot to be cut from the base with a thread and placed in a safe place for drying. Arjun's young daughter showed us a small knife, pieces of fine wires, and some metal pieces that she used for carving designs of leaves, birds, and animals on the pots. Dholaram, the cobbler. As a young boy, Dholaram helped his parents to clean and flatten the leather. His father was a cobbler in Agra. He made beautiful shoes for children. They were in great demand by the local people as well as the tourists. Dholaram also learned to cut and sew the leather to make shoes. His father wanted him to go to school. Dhola finished his schooling and attended an institute to learn leather craft. He passed the course with a gold medal as he had grown up watching his family working with leather. Later on, he set up a factory. Today, his factory is making leather shoes for men, women, and children. Sanjeev Chadha, the engineer. Sanjeev loved to draw and play with building blocks as a child. He was a hard-working student and scored good marks. After class 12th, he passed the entrance examination and took admission in an engineering college. Now he builds bridges and flyovers. He believes nothing is impossible if you have the will to work hard. Neeru Khullar, the pilot. Neeru loved to travel. She wanted to fly like a bird and go to different places. She talked to her parents about her dream. She took lessons in flying and got a license to fly aeroplanes. She is working with an airline. Her husband is working as a sales manager. She has a daughter who wants to become a pilot like her mother. Some people still consider that girls and boys must follow certain occupations only. But this is a wrong view. Both girls and boys are capable of doing any job equally well. Do you know? In the present world, no occupation is considered gender-specific. On one hand, women have gone into space and climbed the Everest. On the other hand, most famous cooks, chefs of the world are men. Dharam Singh, the driver. Dharam Singh drives a school bus. He has studied up to class 10th. He worked as a motor mechanic, but he wanted to become a driver. He took a learning license. His father and brother taught him to drive a car and a bus. Then he passed the driving test. Now he has a license to drive both heavy and light vehicles. He is a careful driver and follows the traffic rules. All the children love him very much. Children and occupations. Parents are the first teachers of a child. The child watches every action of his parents. Later, he starts imitating them. An architect's son knows about blueprints, designs, and building materials by observing his parents. A doctor's daughter learns about the profession of her mother by watching and listening to her. It is very important to have a goal. Then, we must collect necessary information and work towards our goal. Many times, the children follow the profession or occupation of their parents because they know about it and like it. But many children admire some other jobs and hence follow the footsteps of their role models. Some children have a special liking for a subject or craft and take it up as a profession or occupation. All professions or occupations are good. All of them are essential for our society. They are all interdependent.